My name's Claudia Anderson, and I am the founder of Audio Enhancement some 40 years ago. When my baby Jeremy was born, I was told that he would never be able to talk.
I was very deaf. Mom didn't know I was deaf. So she took me to the doctor to figure out what's wrong with me. She said, yep, your son is deaf. Sorry about that.
Because I was told my baby wouldn't succeed. And I said, oh, yes, he will. Justin is my second deaf child, and he was born 5 years later. He had hearing aids on at 7 days.
She started Audio Enhancement to help my brothers hear in a regular classroom. Wearing hearing aids, they were not hearing clearly what the teacher was saying.
I just didn't want my babies not to fit in.
You need to lie to me because I know how much my mom invested in me and my brother Jeremy.
We did a lot of things that were focused around helping them to be able to hear and participate in normal life.
With her ingenuity, she went in to find a way to put a microphone on a teacher so that my brothers could hear what their teachers were saying, no matter where their teachers were in the classroom.
Everybody wanted to sit by Jeremy and Justin. And the teachers, they could hear what was going on now, so they could see the difference.
And so that was the aha moment where they're like, wait, this is good for all kids. This is good for all teachers. And this needs to be in every classroom.
Much like many other districts in Kentucky, we were looking to improve student achievement. So we began to look at the research around the voice amplification for teachers.
Most things come back to communication or the lack thereof. And for kids to just be able to have an environment where they can be heard and where they can hear clearly is very important.
It's our job as educators to reduce the barriers to learning. What we want to make sure is that all students are able to clearly hear what's going on in the classroom, regardless of where they are sitting or what they're doing.
Students need to clearly hear and understand what it is that's expected of them and what they need to do.
To continue to grow academically, we had to make sure we gave our kids and our teachers every advantage in the instructional environment. So audio enhancement was a big piece in our classroom setup.
Audio enhancement has brought the teacher in the ear of every student and made it so much more personalized than it's ever been before.
Our teachers are using the lanyards with the microphone that projects through the sound system that's in the classroom. Students remain engaged and their learning is elevated.
Now with the lanyard, I can project my voice throughout the entire room. And the students, they're able to stop and focus.
It really enhances the relationship between students and teachers.
I can just talk normally and everyone can still hear me no matter where I am. It helps a whole lot with behavior because you can classroom manage by proximity without drawing a lot of negative attention to a kid.
There's no more yelling, there's no more feeling like they're put on the spot. It's just very calm. And if it's a calmer environment, you're going to get better results out of your students, bottom line.
I have several students this year who've just come to the United States, and there's a huge difference in their engagement in class when I have the microphone on versus when I don't.
The student mic is a tool for our kids as well, because part of that learning for them is about being able to clearly communicate with their peers.
We always use that microphone so we can listen to each other. We'd stand up and use the mic and project our voice.
To enhance those 21st century skills of speaking, of being able to present.
They're leading their peers, and giving them the microphone enhances that thought that they are leaders.
But audio enhancement came with so much more than just the audio. The system also contributes to the safety of everyone in the school building.
We were looking to increase our security. And for us, the most important part was that teachers could call for help if they needed it without having to go to a phone.
With the SAFE system, teachers can press 2 buttons that are on the side of the lanyard microphone. That alert comes through on the EPIC system in the front office. It tells us where the alert is coming from, so we can immediately go to that classroom.
The SAFE system empowers our teachers because it allows them to communicate directly back to the office. It puts everybody in a more safe environment because they can react much faster than we would have in the past.
And so they are 1 click away from getting immediate support.
The EPIC intercom system has really been a great value add in this partnership with Audio Enhancement.
With the introduction of the EPIC system, we've taken a paging system that can be offsetting and complicated and made it user-friendly for everyone.
We use it for calling classrooms, making announcements. We actually see the layout of our building on the screen. We can block out certain classrooms.
So if I just want to talk to one portion of the building or the freshman class, I can come into those classrooms alone.
With the Epic system, we can program every bell schedule you can possibly want in advance. We can use songs instead of bells, and it can really add to the environment and change the culture.
It's great to have it customizable all the way down to the classroom.
There is also the ability to track what's happening in schools in real time.
District View allows us to have a unified monitoring system.
We can be anywhere in the district, and if we have an emergency across the district, we can send out information to the schools from one central point.
In the event of an emergency, the District View kiosk allows us to see what school the emergency is taking place and even get a location of where in the school the emergency is, provide support, and open up that line of communication from the school to the district and then the district back to the schools.
One of the other things that really stood out was the InfoView system. Obviously, having synchronized clocks throughout a district is a very positive thing, but if there was ever an issue, the clock goes away and becomes an alert, allowing our teachers and our students to be communicated with immediately. So with audio enhancement, we know that we got multiple layers to protect our students and our staff at all times.
The ViewPath system from Audio Enhancement truly makes a difference with hybrid instruction. It's a camera system, and it was just invaluable because it allowed our teachers to record themselves. Students at home were able to continue that learning and watch those videos.
Audio Enhancement has been a game changer for our campuses. I've spoken to teachers, and every single one of them say they would never want to teach without it.
Audio enhancement gives us time back, and it makes the work of the teacher easier.
Our board really loved what audio enhancement could do for kids, both educationally and with safety.
They were very supportive because this is something that benefits both our teaching staff and the students.
So it was a unanimous decision that audio enhancement was what we needed in our schools.